Hey everyone, BaconBot here. Cruelty Squad is a game that needs no introduction. I played my fair share in the past, and it stands out with unique gameplay mechanics and controls. A few days ago, a GitHub user published a mod loader for Cruelty Squad using some new game engine tools that allow the game to be played in VR, and of course I had to try them out myself. Installation was very simple. Go to the GitHub page, download the mod loader, and follow the instructions to get the mod files working. I'll link everything in the description if you want to try it yourself. So, how well does it work? First off, let's talk about what I like about this mod. The mod plays very well and even has an options menu for VR specific settings. Cruelty Squad by default has very fast movement, and while that's fantastic for flat screen gameplay, it's really not ideal for VR. I consider myself a fairly experienced user, and I even felt a tiny bit of motion sickness begin to set in after playing for a few hours. Luckily, the VR settings allow you to adjust the movement speed, enable snap turn, and activate other comfort settings. Honestly, I'd love to see a non-VR mod that allows you to set max speed, cause it would radically change the way the game plays, relying more on stealth than speed. The virtual controls do a decent job replicating how the game plays on keyboard. You know how you pull down while holding right mouse button to reload? And here you bring your controller down to the side while holding the right grip trigger. Other controls are kinda questionable, such as jump being bound to right joystick up, but in my opinion it really meshes with the original unconventional controls on the keyboard, and it's not too difficult to get used to. Moving on, how does the gunplay feel? Surprisingly, very smooth. The reload mechanic feels like playing a retro shooter, and having the ability to crouch behind cover, peek out, and fire definitely enhances the tactical shooter aspect of the game. It also includes a concept that base game lacks. In flat screen, all weapons have crosshairs, and you can zoom in, snipe a target really far away with something like a submachine gun. As a result, most of the guns don't have very detailed iron sights, let alone any at all. This inadvertently was a fantastic concept when ported over to VR. All the weapons with iron sights become exclusively close range and require a player to bring in a scoped weapon if they want any chance at hitting targets further away. Speaking of accuracy, I found that weapons with lasers were the most enjoyable and well suited for use in the game, given what we just discussed. If there's one thing I had to criticize in terms of gunplay, it's that all weapons are one-handed. I would like to be able to stabilize at the very least sniper rifles, but as of now they still work fine. I would like to remind you this is a beta release and it's far from perfect. I experienced quite a few crashes while loading levels, as well as a bug that would cause my controller motor to continuously vibrate until I load in a new level. In levels that contain lots of enemies, my frame rate did drop. This is due to every NPC being spawned in a level at all times. The mod developer has implemented a script that despawns NPCs once they are out of range of the player, though I just turned off non-enemy NPCs and that helped. In terms of gameplay, some features are still missing, notably the fishing rod, though I had no problem finishing the levels. In addition, I still haven't tested out all the upgrades and mobility tools like the appendix, but the ones I did test worked fine. Despite these bugs, the mod plays very well, and it provides a really immersive experience that you don't get from the flat screen game. So if you own the game in a VR headset, go try it out. It's available for the very fair price of free. Anyways, if you've gotten this far, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like VR or gaming content in general, make sure to subscribe for more. That's all for today. BaconBot out.